What's up, all you cool cats and kittens, and welcome back to Games, News, and Booze, your weekly dose of Julian and
Stafford.
What do we have in store for us today, sir, on episode 2?
Well, one thing that we'd like to point out to you guys is that we're opening a Discord server. If you guys would like to hop into our Discord server, we're going to be taking any kind of recommendations or any kind of suggestions topic-wise, stuff for us to do our research and things that you guys want to hear about, because it's not just about us, it's about you guys. You guys support us, you guys support the channel, you guys make this big, and we can say giveaways one more time just so I can zoom on his face. Wait, what? So anyway, today we got a couple different things here. We're going to be talking about Trials of Mana, doing a recap of the Predator Hunting Grounds. That was a lot of fun.
I know, I saw you beating the shit out of people. Got it! Oh, man.
When you have to hunt the hunter, you become the hunter, not the hunted.
Exactly.
So close to putting some bloodhound.
I bathe in the bluff.
I bathe in the blue.
I am bluff hunter.
We had some really cool times with that. Actually, both of us kind of got our hands on it for a little bit with the trial weekend. It was a lot of fun. Definitely a lot of topics that we'll be talking about with that as well. Then we also got some stuff with the fighting game community and how that's going to be played out. Cancellations on stuff. So actually, why don't we just start with that, Jillian? What is going on?
I am writhing. I understand coronavirus. You gotta be safe. No big gatherings. I get that. It's fine.
This is fine.
But as a man, a lot of fighting games, especially Japanese fighting games, are known for having what they call delay netcode. Do you know what that means?
No, I do not. Why don't you inform me?
Delay netcode is the further away you are from somebody, the more the game slows down.
Okay.
And it stutters. We also have something in America that we primarily use, which is called rollback. You actually know rollback because that's actually what most of your shooters, most of your American-made games run off of to keep the internet going working. The program for fighting game rollback is free. You can just go to the internet, grab it for free, and use it on your game.
Nice, okay.
Perfectly easy. Works for every game. You can be from here to some guy in Poland, and you're going to be playing maybe like a frame off. That's it. It's nothing.
Gotcha.
And so with the coronavirus, since we can't meet up, there's no tournaments. We've had Combo Breaker, final round so far. The Brussels Challenge has been canceled. All this has been canceled. And we have the biggest fighting game tournament coming up July. We got Evolution.
Okay.
Las Vegas, Mandalay Bay, literally the entire world travels to come to America to play this. It's the biggest one in the world. So is that going to get canceled now too? Because coronavirus?
I hope not. I hope we can get this thing under control before it has a really big impact. Because the thing about the fighting game community is it's very big. It's a social aspect. Like
you have to be there.
Yeah,
in there.
Because look at its origins. Right?
Exactly.
It started in the arcades. A lot of the underground stuff. A lot of these kids go into the arcades, spending countless hours.
Getting stabbed for doing a Marvel Infinite.
Oof.
You want to learn how to do an Infinite?
Yo, you want to learn how to do a fucking Infinite?
You want to learn how to do a goddamn Iron Man Infinite? You're going to get stabbed. Be careful. People didn't appreciate that.
Sure. Is that what you appreciate?
But that's not all I appreciate about you.
Thank you.
Your sister's hot, Wayne. There, I said it. I said it. I regret nothing. I regret nothing.
Take about 20% off Discord. Oh, hey, Ground.
So, and the thing is, like, some games are now learning, we should probably have rollback. Works a lot better, makes a lot more people continuously play the game. And so, some games have started doing online tournaments to kind of appease that. But what good is online tournaments if playing people online is terrible?
Yeah.
And I had that problem with Street Fighter V for like 2 or 3 years, man. The internet was bad to play online with people, and they fixed it, and it's a little bit better now, so it's workable. But even then, Street Fighter's in the Tokyo Olympics.
Really?
As an actual game.
That is awesome.
There was because
we're going places. We're doing big things.
Yeah, it's a great thing, but now it's like there's no Tokyo Olympics. I mean, literally, I didn't mean
too soon.
I didn't mean to sit here and tell people last time that 2020 was canceled and actually cause the world to just stop.
It is canceled, though.
It is completely canceled. Kids are out of school. I'm losing my mind. These little kids are supposed to be taking care of somebody else. But
This is what TJ. I never understood. With that, I never understood kind of. Oh, there it is. There it is. We told you guys we were gonna bring it back last time, so we might as well.
Oh.
Good old.
Who put this here?
Hiding behind
that?
this Pabst Blue Ribbon, baby.
How you doing?
Cheers to the channel.
Cheers to channel.
Cheers to you. Down the hatch.
Oh, you know what that tastes like?
Freedom.
America.
Freedom. Freedom and got a couple notes here. One is trailer park.
Mine smells like Marlboro Reds.
I got a little bit of
And a double white trailer.
a double white trailer. I've got a little bit of was that monster truck fuel? On that note, we had to bring that in for a brief moment. What we're really drinking here today.
Oh my gosh.
Good old Mind Haze IPA. Let's go. Wait. We gotta do it for the ASMR.
That's the sound of cracking a cold one with the boys.
So sexual.
Monster truck fuel.
Good old V8 twin turbo.
Oh man, I've never heard the name Kyle so quickly.
Ah, that's good.
Oh, that is. Oh, schmelzy. That's beautiful right there.
Schmelts. Fucking schmelts.
And so, like, even with all this stuff with the fighting
Fuck you,
game,
Shorzy.
I'm excited that the community is taking a hand
Coronavirus.
to make it better,
Yeah.
and to try and appease it. What I feel really bad for are the TOs, the tournament organizers, the people that get these places a year ahead of advance, pay for everything, get all this stuff paid for,
Well, that's gotta be tough.
and then all of a sudden coronavirus is just like, no,
Yeah.
you're done for this year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they've been giving out refunds to everybody that bought tickets, from whatever time you bought the tickets to go to and it's canceled. They've been giving refunds. And you know what the funny thing is? You know what most of these people are saying, and for the most part?
What?
No, keep it. Because we know that's part of your yearly monetary gain.
That is
thing.
awesome. That is awesome.
And that's like people just from the fighting game community, like, no, we're fine.
Yeah.
Keep the money, please, because we want to be able to come back
Yeah.
when all this is over.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a beautiful thing. That's why I love the fighting game community, man. They're so close.
Yeah.
Except for when people talk about the Smash community. I mean, I love the Smash community, but I also am questioning why they eat glue and the shower thing.
Well, you know what? I don't know what you're talking about, and that's quite all right.
Playing Warhammer at the card shop with like 5 dudes who are really big and just have like that little weird ponytail and like no neck but the beard right here.
Oh
And they
my
haven't
God.
showered in like 6 years.
Jesus.
I'm sorry, I'm so descriptive on that.
No, and the funny thing is because like, if you go to any card place,
Yeah.
and they have one,
Yeah.
or
no.
2,
Yeah.
and they come out on those. Now Warhammer, they are that and Magic the Gathering
Oh
tournaments.
god. And Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah.
Dude, Yu-Gi-Oh! Actually had to make it a rule for their tournaments that these people couldn't come if they did not have proper hygiene
Yeah.
to walk in there.
Really?
Yeah.
Like a
it's
legit
a
rule.
legit tournament rule.
Oh my gosh. If you smell like ass, you don't come here.
You'll not get the pass.
If you smell like ass, you don't get the pass.
And so that's basically what we're still waiting for more news for Evo. Hopefully
Yeah.
it's not canceled. But I mean at this point, what can we really do?
Yeah, and there's nothing you can do. Just hope that that we get the virus under control and the pandemic goes away. And
Yep.
yeah. But anyway, on that note, moving forward, let's go ahead and talk about predator hunting grounds. That was an amazing weekend. It was, you know what? It was the smoothest weekend that we've had that I've seen. I mean, it's nothing. I mean, look at Anthem.
I mean for an online
Let's talk about Anthem.
Pain of Anthem. I feel so bad for everybody that was really expecting a lot from that game, my brother included. And I remember warning people, please, whatever you do. I did the same thing to you.
Yeah, I pre-ordered it.
And that was right when I was basically just about left GameStop and everything. And I was just like, please, guys, who's ever getting this game, please do not wait.
Yeah.
Pre-order it. Just wait for the first 3 days.
Yeah.
And then it launched. Oh, I don't even think people still play Anthem.
No.
No Man's Sky came back.
Yeah, No Man's Sky is
Is a great game now.
Absolutely. That's one of those ones where like, okay, No Man's Sky, Battlefront 2, while we're still on this tangent, two games that have made a great comeback from being absolutely just straight up trash. Like sludge dragging mire. Just like, I'm playing this because I hope that it gets good. But Predator Hunting Grounds?
What, you mean Destiny 2?
Oh. It's a good game now, though.
Now, because it's free.
Yeah.
But it's still no Warframe.
No.
And Warframe's been free a lot longer, and all these games have copied it. So
that is true. Yeah, no, Warframe is the ultimate
experience of it.
Ultimate free to play experience. Yeah, absolutely. So props to Predator Hunting Grounds and the team. You know, they absolutely nailed this weekend, and I feel like, you know, the only thing that we had that was an actual issue on my end was a little bit longer wait times. Like I would wait, you know, sometimes about up to 2 minutes.
Oh, server. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to match.
And I was just bogged down server. And they looked into the issue, and then, you know what? The next day happened. There was no more issue. It was done. It was gone. They fixed it. You know, a lot of they had like, I think three different missions on there. One of the ones was a water contamination when you're playing on the fire team. You play I think you're on a voodoo team, which is kind of a cool tribute to the Predator 2.
Voodoo magic. Fucking voodoo magic, man.
Voodoo. Man. Yeah, that was really cool. There was a lot of really cool scenery too. There was you know, we had skid bodies hanging from trees.
Yeah.
When actually I got a lot of the really cool world, the stuff that was in the world.
Yeah, you had your time to take a look around it.
Yeah, because right toward the end when it closed down, I actually got put into a match as the Predator.
Oh yeah, you were playing so much you didn't realize the beta was ending.
Yeah, but I was stuck in the server. I was the Predator, and so I actually took some time to go around in the world and look at some of the objects and scenery in there. And one of the things that you can, it's subtle, but there's a lot of like cameo. I wouldn't say cameo. What's the word? Like tribute elements to the movies within the game.
This is just a tribute.
Yeah. But no, it's so you had you know, there was actually, I don't know if anybody else found the ship, the Predator ship. It was there was a Predator ship. It was completely cloaked, and I noticed it because I started shooting into a section. All of a sudden, bullets started ricocheting off something invisible, and I'm like, the shape of it looked like the Predator ship, and I'm like, it's just sitting here. This is awesome. The skinned bodies hanging from the tree,
ripping out people's spines and putting them on your belt.
Yep, absolutely. And that was a Mortal Kombat tribute.
Yep,
absolutely. Thing. Some of the voice lines that get to the chopper, other stuff like that.
The handshake.
Yeah, the handshake at the end from Predator 1, the original. Yeah, that was,
you son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch.
Have you pushing too many pencils these days?
Pushing too many pencils.
Yeah, so no, it's you're getting soft. Pushing too many pencils. That sounded more like FPS Russia than I did Arnold.
And we were watching too much Epic.
Can I get 15 cheeseburgers, please?
15 cheeseburgers and no bullshit.
My other gun is bigger. This is American woman. So you know, I had a lot of fun, and I think I can speak for the people that played it. It was a lot of fun. It was very simple, and that's the thing that I liked about it too. It's simple, very objective driven. You know, is you'll either spend the entire time hunting the Predator, and if you do that, every time that the team that I was playing with would just hunt the Predator, we failed because the Predator, you know, we gave it all of our attention and it wiped us out. There were other times too we focused on the objective and the Predator would hunt us, and we got through a lot of the objectives and what we're supposed to do, and you know, then the Predator would attack as it should.
Yes.
You know, it comes in, it's like, all right, cool, there we are, and then the player would come in. There was one opportunity too that I had, which I got it and I released it on our YouTube channel as well, where I went full Mad Lad. I became the absolute Chad incarnate, and went after the Predator just by myself. I got it down to, you get a second wind. So you'll go in, as a Predator, if you take enough damage, you're gonna get a second wind. And what that is you're gonna have to run away. You're gonna have to go heal. You're gonna use the
Yeah, you're doing it. It's not insulin, but you're close.
The stabby device. And you're gonna be a big old loud roar, and everyone's gonna know where you're at. And that's how I found him too. And got him cornered, got him in a spot, and then once the predator goes down, you've got a few seconds to set your bomb. And after you set your bomb, then you've got, as a human player, you've got a little bit of time to get out of the blast radius. If you kill the predator while he's setting his bomb, you will get the mission will end. You'll have to fend off. Well, the mission won't end. You'll get a notification. Somebody from I forgot what it was called, but they come in and take over. They're like, oh, you got an alien life form. We're gonna take over, defend the body until we get there, and then you get the cutscene of the epic handshake.
Oh yeah, where it should. You son of a bitch.
Every time you say that, I just want to say I'm in.
Son of a bitch, I'm in.
I'm in. You son of a
bitch, I'm in. So, Dylan, you son of a bitch, I'm in. But yeah, so we got a lot of good. Yeah, the customization options were great too.
Female predator,
and the whole thing with the bow, that was awesome.
You had fun with that? I was looking at that.
I didn't get to the bow. I didn't get high enough level yet, but I saw a lot of footage with the bow, and that thing looks awesome. You know what it reminds me of? The bow, actually, speaking of Warframe, reminds me of when you pull the bow in Warframe and you release, and it just hunk, and you're like against the wall. Like
anytime I see like bows and arrows like that in like shooters, I always think about one, of course, gears.
Yep. Torque bow.
Yeah.
Torque bow.
Just shout outs to my brother for loving gears. I'll always remember that because of him. And second would be Crisis. You remember Crisis?
Crisis 3.
Oh, you remember Crisis?
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. I was playing that the other day on
Real
computer.
tech?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
It's on a. If you go to, we don't mention EA. Never mind.
I mean, if it's on there, it's
It's free with Origin Access. Origin Access Premier. You can download it for free and play through some Crisis. So much you need bow action. Go full Mockingjay.
Yep.
Full Mockingjay.
Love it.
Yeah. Yeah, the original, the original Battle Royale.
So from
Actually, technically, it wouldn't be the original Battle Royale.
No.
Hunger Games would be like the realization of what we have today, right?
District number 2.
I volunteer. Now, can you imagine that if the world came to an end and it's like, all right, how are we gonna do this? These kids love Fortnite. What if we went full Hunger Games? I'm pretty sure that we would have people like, oh, I want to go in, right?
Did you not hear about the guy that posted up about doing like a battle royale on an island with the cash prize of like 1.5 million euros?
I'm just
and it was
saying.
people that lived out there. They would have to get their stuff. There was supply crates everywhere, like an actual battle royale. You'd find things out on the island.
Yeah.
And it was going to be 50 people.
Yeah.
And you would just, and they're of course not real guns. You're not actually.
I mean, that's a killer setup for a paintball match.
It was an airsoft thing.
Okay, yeah.
So that's what they were doing, and I'm like. The games I might not enjoy, but that sounds like it'd be a great vacation for like a week.
Great time. Team building exercises. That's what we're gonna do.
Take your
Solos. Right?
No duos. You wake up in the morning. I'm sorry, Jim.
Man, that's a great way to have some corporate tension. Be like, oh yeah, so one of our guys, so you're gonna give half that to the corporate since we paid for your ticket over here, right? No? Okay, you're fired.
Why don't more job places end up doing just paintball like team building?
I've been in a few jobs where that was what they did.
Really?
They did paintball for team building, and they would have 2 different divisions of the company. We'd have it would be like if the office had like the sales team and the warehouse face off in a paintball match. It's kind of what we did, and it was really cool because we did have a lot of tension between sales and
of course.
Yeah, it was with the car dealership that I worked at. We did sales team, everybody in the building, and then everybody that was like a detailer or mechanic, they were on a team as well.
Okay,
and they wiped the floor with us. They absolutely obliterated.
See, I think things like that, and laser tag, are beautiful.
I love laser tag, and I go to Santa Cruz and go
or
to
dodgeball.
Yeah, well, laser tag is one of the ones, but I can't stand the freaking kid that'll just walk around behind you, go in the back, like you're like, okay, my vest has to reset. And he's still there, just shooting you.
I've never had to deal with a kid like that.
No, dude, I want to pistol whip a kid, but he can't. It's laser tag. You know what? Halo.
I'm just saving ammo. It's laser tag. Shut up.
Quiet, child. This is punishment.
So speaking about guns, actually, how was the gun choices in Predator Hunting Ground?
You know, it was
Because I've been seeing a lot of the Predator weapons, but like for you as a normal
Whoa. Coronavirus.
post,
No, we're gonna put that in.
good.
Yeah, this is why we're quarantined.
And it's like, how was the human weapons? Like, what was there a good gun variety for the weapons?
Yeah, you know, there was SMGs I found were super helpful.
Okay.
The shotgun's shotgun. And then
Shatty too fatty.
Shatty Spaz 12. Spaz 12, baby.
Everybody's most hated weapon on Modern Warfare 2.
God, but it's really good in this game. It just one shots like, and it's. I feel like when the Predator comes at you, I stuck to the SMG for some faster reload times as well as the shotgun because of the spread. Predator hopping from tree to tree, it's a little bit easier if it's closer, if you're right under it, to kind of hit it with that shotgun. Yeah, hit it for a quick. It's funny because the thing that one of the things that annoyed me though, is every time you shot, it gives you XP based off how many hits you land.
Yeah, I saw that.
That was interesting. I mean, I think it's a great way to, you know,
spice up life a little bit.
But I would rather have either a damage marker or no marker at all.
I see what
you know. I'm just like sitting here, I'm looking at it, and with the Predator's fast movement, it's distracting. It is, and it comes up like XP5. It's like, okay, cool. I get that I'm getting XP from hitting a.
Tell me that after the game.
Yeah, just like, you know, let me know how many hits I made. Like you can give it like how many shots on target.
Yep.
Like 34, cool, plus 34 XP, or 340 XP or whatever you want to.
Oh, it's right there at the top of the screen up there. That's where it told me. Cool.
Yeah, but like when it goes invisible, like the less I gotta be able to like focus. Like, where are you? You son of you. And then you just you 50, ugly 50, son 50, of a bitch. Yeah, you know what I mean. But it's like, it's funny. I got killed one time as a Predator, and I just hear in the after the game when you can hear the entire team chat. Yeah, goes, "You ugly son of a bitch!" And I was
ugly son of a bitch.
There he is, man. the big Predator fan. But while it was an entertaining game, I don't think that it'll please the diehard Predator fans. A lot of the reviews out there right now are saying it's the one of the worst things that Sony has
thrown into the game.
Yeah. And it felt like, I feel like Predator Hunting Grounds feels a lot like they're trying to aim for a simple game because they feel or figure that because we like Warzone, PUBG, Battle Royale style games where you're going to be okay with sitting there and playing the same damn thing over and over again. Yeah. I don't think that this game would fall into that category. While it was entertaining and I played the crap out of it, I don't feel like it's going to have a large audience retention from either just gamers in general that aren't, diehard Predator Universe fans, because there's a lot of lore. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff that is fan driven. Yeah. And I feel like it alludes to it roughly based, because this is kind of based off the 2018 movie that we got. You know what I mean? Or, but honestly, I just feel like it's going to be fun unless there's a lot more stuff that we didn't see, which I'm hoping would be the case. There's a lot more stuff where it's like, hey, this is just a taste, but a lot of it's really broken. Like the AI was absolutely broken.
They're kind of dumb.
The NPC human characters just like, what?
They're just as useless as the ones from Titanfall.
Yeah.
Titanfall 2.
Yeah, exactly. It was kind of like, all right, yeah. Where's the Predator?
And I think a lot of people would, and this is literally probably the one simple thing that they could have done with it, is you don't have to make long campaigns, but imagine if you had a choice of going campaign for Predator Hunting Grounds, and you get the choice of being the fire team going through a campaign, or the Predator, going through a different campaign too. And you know what? Yeah. Even if the online is how it is now, and maybe a little janky and messed up, it would all be forgiven from both sides if it had a comparable
what would be a really cool campaign is if they tapped into that. I think it's 2012. Was it 2012? When the Predator, not the Predator. Let's see here.
The movie?
Yeah. Predators in 2010.
Oh, Predators, yeah.
Right? Where you get dropped on an alien preserve.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like for a campaign, right? If you choose the fire team, you're going to be, or give multiple hunting scenarios too. Like what I would have loved to see the Predator is allude to more of the, not just hunting humans, because Predators, as you know, they will go out and hunt the biggest and baddest of everything.
Yeah.
It's
literally their race.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what they built their stuff off of. I would have loved to see some DLC content too that would allude to that. Maybe having the Predator hunting dogs that appeared in the 2010 movie Predators.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Have those come in. Be something that you can, a perk that you can unlock or some kind of weapon that you get eventually in the game. I feel like to be honest with you, there's a lot of stuff they can do with this game. There is a lot of stuff, but I feel like they're going to have their DLC in check and ready to go, because what they have released for the trial is going to get very boring.
It's very bare bones.
It is, absolutely.
Yeah.
And while there are a lot of customization options, while there's a lot of cool stuff that people can see, it's not a lot,
And you can't ask somebody to pay $60 for that.
Well, I think the game's only $40.
40?
Yeah.
Still can't ask for $40 for that.
Yeah, I mean, I've got you, but
30
again,
maybe.
Maybe. Well, yeah, I think that we can. Well, let's see what the actual price is, what they're releasing it for.
$40.
Yeah, $40. So that being said, I feel like is it? No, it's for multiple.
Yeah, but that's why it's not on Microsoft Store or anything like that. It's just on Epic Games.
Yeah. Okay. Sweet. So that's. I feel like the game has a lot to offer.
Mm-hmm.
And I do feel like that it can go a lot of places, but I feel like for the time being, the release of this game is going to be rough.
It's going to be rough.
It's going to be bare bones.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do with it. And kind of bringing in a lot of the lore. They have comic books.
Yeah.
Dark Horse Comics did a huge thing with the Predator. Predator versus Batman, stuff like that. I mean, it would just be really cool to allude. I mean, shoot, look at Ghost Recon Wildlands. One of my favorite missions was hunting the Predator in Ghost Recon Wildlands, and they brought in a lot of the cameo appearances from other universes, and they brought it in.
Yeah.
But I feel like in a lot of ways, they can do that with this game, and I feel like they can get there. But I feel like, we'll see with the release.
And also with that, it's like you have to think about it's like how long are they going to keep the game in its base form before anything new is released, and that could also end up killing the game even more.
Absolutely, yeah.
I mean, that's what happened with Street Fighter V. When Street Fighter V was released, it was barely you could call a fighting game.
Okay,
there was versus mode against either you or a computer, normal versus. You know how you would play. There was no arcade mode.
Really?
At all.
Huh.
Zero. You got versus mode, survival, online. We had to wait like a year for an arcade mode to come, or a year or two for arcade mode to come, for it to turn into an actual game. It was ridiculous. There was a story mode, but it's not really a story mode. It was like, here's two cool pictures that were drawn.
Yeah.
Okay, here's one fight where the AI is as dumb as bricks.
That's what the AI felt like in this game.
Yeah, just a bunch of lima beans running around. Bunch of jagahoots.
All I see is VeggieTales right now. Lima beans, VeggieTales. But no, that's I mean, a bunch of vegetable looking freaking feeling.
Don't support vegetables.
Anyway, so moving on, Trials of Mana. Let's talk
about this little random small game that I have been constantly still playing the demo. The demo for this is great.
Yeah.
When you do Trials of Mana demo, you get all the characters that you're going to have available in the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then for the demo, at least, you get to play through all those characters on their own story.
Right.
And it's at least like 2.5 hours of a demo.
Huh.
It's fantastic. And this is, of course, Trials of Mana Remake from back in. We're going to get it back here.
Yeah, let's just put it on. Why not, right?
So this is going to be basically a remake of the game that came out on the Super Famicom for the Super Nintendo back in 1995.
Okay.
I think it was September. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And this is still an RPG, still considered an RPG.
Yeah.
But even in the 95, this was an action RPG. So this was you hit buttons, you do things. You're not sitting there to choose what you want to do.
Yeah.
And that's what I really enjoyed about it. And then even going back to it, it still feels so much fun to play.
Yeah.
And yeah, as you can see, it is definitely anime as all heck. But anime is the Lord's gift to us in quarantine.
Yeah.
And it's probably gonna be pretty long.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus.
And I'm super excited for it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great. I think the reviews are gonna be fantastic for it. It's coming out on almost every system besides, of course, Xbox. No Xbox.
No what?
No Xbox.
Xbox?
No Xbox.
Make your Xbox.
No Xbox. So I think it'll be great. That's another game I'm looking forward to. That comes out at the end of the month.
Yeah.
On the 24th.
On the 24th?
24th it comes out. And then it's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
And it's just goofy fun time. And I think I can enjoy that. Like having an RPG you can play where you're not sitting there having to think about like, okay, well, how am I going to play this chess game right now?
Yeah. Well, I feel like a lot of games kind of they really bring that factor in where it's either RPGs rarely hit the mark of well balanced. I think personally,
you're not wrong,
because I feel like it's either there's like really three options. Either it's story driven, and then you play the story, and then you're left with just a pointless. What do I do now?
Yeah.
Right. And then, or it's gonna be just grind. I started playing Black Desert Online.
Look, that's an MMO. I don't even know if you've ever heard of this game. You ever heard of a game called Xenosaga?
No.
Okay, PlayStation 2. This game came out and it was on multiple discs.
All right. I love those multi-disc games.
Easy 200 hours for one game of that series. And there was 4.
Yeah.
I owned it.
That's awesome.
I've seen some stupid long fucking games.
Legend of Zelda was another one too. I've been playing
that one's been
Breath of the Wild. I've been playing that on Switch. I just got it finally. My kids had my Switch for a while and they broke the card reader, so that was basically it was like, all right, you know what? I'm just gonna buy it online, whatever, play through it. But I've been playing that too. It's a lot, really interesting. It captivates you with the story.
Yeah.
But like compared to games like Black Desert Online, where it is just filthy grind constantly, which is fun. I think something that they got really good in that game too was like the density of the enemies.
Mm-hmm.
Right, there's a lot of enemies, and you get to do some really cool attack combos on multiple enemies and just slaughter, and it's fun.
It looks a lot more fun than doing like what was it, the old World of Warcraft like OG grind.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, dude, man, like where you're like, all right, cool. I killed an enemy. Let's run 2 miles to the next one and then kill that one. And hopefully it drops.
It drops the one item I need.
Nope, not today, Satan. And you're going to go back that way. And you're going to find another guy under this log behind a tree over the ridge that looks like a such and such. And then maybe, just maybe.
And you're forced to run because you didn't get your mountain to level 40, which is the max level. Basically on OG World of Warcraft.
Yeah, well, that's the thing of the Star Wars: The Old Republic. Speaking of another, yeah, I love that game. I love it, and you get level 10, you get a mount. So I'm happy about that. You can learn speeder piloting with that at level 10. But Trials of Mana, man, I'm excited to see kind of what.
That's the original game right there.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see if they're going to keep everything the same, if it's just going to be like a beautiful redo of everything.
Yeah.
Or is it just, are they going to add some more stuff? Which either for me is perfectly fine because it's a nice RPG where you don't have to sit there and be like, okay, what is this move?
Yeah.
How do I do it? What is flare? Do I buy it? What is materia? How do I equip it? Do I put it in the sword? And here you just like,
where do we go now?
I hit buttons, things happen. This makes me feel good. I can sit here for a while.
And I feel like a lot of it too is like I think that a lot of these the JRPGs and stuff like that really kind of capture that. Like, I want to see the cool big combo that you showed me in the trailer, where I've got a lot of magical fiery things coming from my sword, and I feel all powerful. Screw you, large demon minotaur, goddess of doom.
Or you see me playing Devil May Cry 5, and you're like, what is that thing? I'm like, it's just a demon. He's shooting light bullets. It's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, does it have a face? No, not really. Just.
Yeah. You know what? Also, game. You know what got that really well? Bloodborne. Like, where is your face? face.
Where is Bloodborne 2?
What do you? Can we talk
Where is
about that? Let's take a tangent. Can we get Bloodborne 2 up in this, please and thank you? That was a great game.
Bloodborne is by far probably, not even probably, Bloodborne is the best Souls game to exist.
Absolutely. I think so. And you know what? It was awesome because I still can't tell you where half those creatures' faces begun or stopped.
The eldritch horrors of the nightmare.
Absolutely. Our H.P. Lovecraft looking Cthulhu monsters. Let's go.
I remember when I first beat that game and I was so happy and I played the DLC.
I got so frustrated at it that I just looked up the endings and I was like, the fuck is this shit?
The
What do you mean?
the moon-
These are my options? Why are there all of these beasts? Who decided to start? You know what? Let's play with blood.
Who let this old man get out of his chair with a scythe and then turn into the demonic moon presence that you must kill?
Did he turn into it?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
I thought he came down from the moon. Again, I didn't actually
Well, you might.
play till the end.
He does come to the end. That's right. Because you do kill Garamond, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden, dude just goes, "I am Chris Angel,
Yeah.
mind freak."
Yeah, exactly.
And then there's the one where you get the slug. You become a slug.
Yeah. See,
And then the DLC for that game.
die, don't die, get impregnated,
Yep.
die, becomes slug,
Yep. Or wake up.
or wake up to Yarman with the sun rising.
Yep.
And then, I mean, I
You're
just,
supposed to feel good about those endings,
yeah, yeah.
and they're great.
The one that I wanted to, the Central Yarn, I just, the sun's rising now. Okay, was this dude just sleeping here the whole night?
Yes.
Was it just a dream?
Yes.
He just sat down.
It's a nightmare.
Next to the well.
Yeah.
It was like, you know what? I've had a little bit too much at the pub, mates. I'm gonna head on home. I'm gonna walking around, taking a piss in the cobblestone streets, and all of a sudden, this fountain looks like a nice place to have a nap. Right? Goes through hell. I was like,
I had a crazy dream.
that was a
last
hell
night,
of a
man.
dream, mate. Let's go home with the wife and kids, right? And then Bloodborne 2 would have a great, opening, right? Hunter gets home to his wife and kids. Where were you last night? Grab your scythe and start swinging.
I know you didn't get to that point yet.
Are we allowed to say that? I'm gonna put it on there anyway. I don't give a fuck.
It's like 1400s Europe. It's fun. They have electricity for some reason, but so did Dracula.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know you didn't get to that point of playing the DLC for Bloodborne, the old Hunters,
Yeah.
which puts you in a dream in somebody else's nightmare,
God.
and you're living through the older part of the nightmare
You know what?
with more messed up stuff.
What was that movie called? Inception.
Inception.
Least favorite movie.
Yeah, I love that movie. Dream
Oh
and a
my
dream and a
God.
dream and a dream within
And
another dream.
Yeah, exactly.
But you do this, and then you end up
You
fighting.
remember that Rick and Morty episode that happened in?
Yeah.
Yeah. That plus crap.
Bloodborne still has my favorite boss fight in any Dark Souls game, hands down. Period. I don't give one shit to whoever tells me otherwise. And her name is Lady Maria of the Clock Tower.
She wasn't the one. Which one was
She's
the one
the
that?
doll.
Oh yeah.
She's the
Yeah.
doll.
Yeah. Okay.
Garamond, when Maria died, Garamond took her soul and shoved it in a doll and went,
Huh.
"You're mine now." And she controls, like, she watches the Clock Tower so the alien shit doesn't get past a certain point, and you fight her.
You can go here, no further.
Dude, that fight is beautiful.
Yeah.
She uses blood and fire, and it's just and the music is just okay. But enough about Bloodborne and Bloodborne 2.
Trials of Mana, right back at it. So what do you think? What do you think Trials of Mana is going to come? What do you think that the remake is going to bring to the table that the originals didn't? Aside from graphics, do you have any?
A more open world.
So it's going to be a more open world.
I think more open world. Of course, I only got to see a small part because, of course, parts of the demo are controlled.
Okay, naturally.
Like it has to be so they don't show you too much.
Yeah.
I still got a 2-hour experience out of playing
That's
as
awesome.
one character, which is
Yeah.
if they can do that and still make it enjoyable,
Yeah.
then I have nothing else to say. Because think about some games where you're just literally going around just hitting the same button and you've been playing this game for 6 days and you're like, I'm really tired of this.
Yeah.
And then you go play something like me, or you go play Devil May Cry 5, and I'm
Yeah.
like holding the controller. all weird.
That's like how I am. I mean, I feel like an RPG. The cards are always stacked against them because it's one of those things where either it's got a really good fan base. Like Star Wars: The Republic, right? When we got Star Wars: The Republic, we got a lot of people over that's like, you know what? they weren't happy with it because it was basically Star Wars. Or Star Wars skin over like a World of Warcraft experience.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of us were expecting, but then you go like expecting KOTOR again, and like KOTOR is a great example of a phenomenal. Once again, that
phenomenal. We're gonna bring that up every opportunity we have.
Yeah, absolutely phenomenal. The word phenomenal or KOTOR?
Jar Jar Williams, Jar Jar Martin,
Jar Jar Martin,
Jar Jar Martin,
Jar Jar Martin. Nobody sent in a Jar Jar Martin.
Hey, it takes time for greatness to be built.
Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah,
Jerusalem wasn't built in a day, or burned down in one. No, I think it might have a couple times.
We rebuild, we reset.
Everything
is a little button on the side of the console that you can put it. Where's the reset button on this one? It doesn't have one. What? Anyway, so yeah, like KOTOR. I feel like Trials of Mana is gonna have like a kind of that feel where it's like, you know what, I can get right back into this. Yeah. Talking about remakes that I want personally, I would love a KOTOR 1 and 2 remake.
We're gonna keep talking about them.
Yep, absolutely.
It's gonna keep happening.
Somebody's gonna watch this eventually and be like, you know what? I'm gonna make that happen.
You know, at some point, Bert, you gotta sit there and realize that maybe we shouldn't have stopped making KOTOR.
Well, I mean, Skyrim. Skyrim's got which one?
Which one?
For the Switch?
All of them that I hate.
All of them.
No.
I mean,
no. Now the internet knows I hate Skyrim.
Oh god, yeah. Kick that barn door wide open. This is Skyrim. So no, I feel like a lot of the elements with Trials of Mana look promising, where it doesn't have to be online. No. It doesn't have to be a giant clusterfuck of server crashes, many players.
There's not even
crowding
DLC for the game.
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of KOTOR, where it's like, you know what? I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna spend hours trying to figure out what the heck happened.
Yeah, what can I do? What can I do? What can I get from leveling?
Yeah, absolutely.
I talk to every person.
Yeah.
In every town because they're actually exciting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the thing too, where I feel like a lot of people, I don't really want to do the side quests because
this game makes me want to do side quests.
Yeah, that's a talent that it's one that's not easily acquired.
I jump into a map and I see the primary star and I go,
yep.
But there's this much level left. So even if I had to come back here, I'm going to go over here and check it now.
Yep. I know you hate it, but speaking of that, Skyrim really made that a point too.
Yeah.
You could breeze through the main storyline. The dragon was impossible for me at the end. You know what I mean? I'm just like, I'm just dying and burning in fire. It's like I needed to do some leveling. Yeah. I needed to do some side quests. I need to get my stats up.
I can appreciate people enjoying Skyrim and loving it.
I enjoyed it
once with Bethesda and their lazy programming.
Yeah, well, you know what? And that's another thing too. Talking about the fighting game community.
That's not hate.
Fighting game community is one of
us too.
Absolutely.
A whole bunch.
100%.
We got poverty anime games. Come out here and play Melty Blood. I'll meet you in the stall.